Venkateshwara Junior College of Science and Commerce, Kognur, Ichalkaranchi. 11 Science, Chemical Bonding. At last lecture, we have seen about the valence bond theory and their assumptions. In this lecture, we have seen about the importance and limitations of the valence bond theory. As shown in this slide, there are the 5 importance of the valence bond theory. That is, the valence bond theory introduced 5 new concepts in a chemical bonding. First is the delocalization of the electron over the 2 nuclei, means the formation of the covalent bond. Shielding of effect of the electron. When the electrons are shielded, the outermost electrons are unpaired, they take in the bond formation. Third is the covalent character of the bond. When the same electronegative elements combines together, then they can form the covalent bond. If the electronegativity difference is different, that is slightly different, then gives there is a partial ionic character of the covalent bond. Fifth point is the concept of the resonance and the connections between resonance energy and molecular stability. These are the 5 importance of the valence bond theory. Next one is the limitations of valence bond theory. The valence bond theory does not explain the formation of the coordinate covalent bond. It explains only the formation of the covalent bond by the sharing of the electrons between the 2 bonding atoms, but is not explain the formation of the coordinate covalent bond. Second one is oxygen molecule is a diatomic according to the valence bond theory, but practically or experimentally the molecule is a paramagnetic. There are 2 unpaired electrons in the molecular orbitals. This is not explained by the valence bond theory. Third one is the valence bond theory does not explain the electron deficient compounds like diborane B2H6. They contains there is a 6 electrons in the valence shell of the boron in diborane. It does not explain the octet rule. These are the 3 limitations of valence band theory. Next is the formation of the molecular orbitals. These molecular orbitals are formed according to the linear combinations of the atomic orbitals. When 2 atomic orbitals are linearly combined with each other, it forms the molecular orbitals. Second point, interference of the electrons. Wave can be constructive or destructive. That is, when the electrons in parallel spin gives there is a constructive manner. If the anti-parallel spin, their spins gets cancelled, this is a destructive manner. Third one, the 2 atomic orbitals combine in 2 ways to form the molecular orbitals. First is a bonding molecular orbital and second is a anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Out of these, the first by the addition of their wave functions, that is bonding molecular orbitals. The first point, the addition of the atomic orbitals results in the formation of a molecular orbital which is lower in energy than atomic orbitals and in turn as a bonding molecular orbitals. In bonding molecular orbitals, the large electron density is observed between the nuclei of the bonding atoms than the individual atomic orbitals. The lobes of the combining atomic orbitals have the same sign. The same sign, they are axially overlaps to form the covalent bond. And fourth point, it possesses the lower energy than the isolated atomic orbitals. Addition manner, due to the lower combination of the atomic orbitals, the energy is lower as compared to the atomic orbitals. Next one is a destructive manner or the subtraction of the wave function. Subtraction of the wave function involves the formation of the molecular orbital which is higher energy than the atomic orbitals, and they are termed as antibonding molecular orbitals. Second point, in this case, antibonding molecular orbitals electron density is nearly zero between the nuclei. Their lobes are in the oppositely sign, combining atomic orbitals having the opposite sign, because they are antibonding molecular orbitals, higher energy orbitals. And fourth point, it possesses the lower energy than the isolated atomic orbitals. These 2 points, that is the subtraction as well as addition of the atomic orbitals or the wave functions, gives there is a formation of the bonding molecular orbital and antibonding molecular orbitals. This question may be asked in 2 ways. First is give the difference between the addition and subtraction of the wave functions to form the molecular orbitals. And from this explanation, there are 2 ways this question may be asked, like give the difference between the subtraction as well as addition of the wave functions, and second question, explain briefly by using the subtraction and addition of the wave functions to formation of the molecular orbitals. Next point is important is the molecular orbital theory. This molecular orbital theory, the first, the formation of the covalent bond by overlap of the half-filled atomic orbitals, means the covalent bond is formed by the half-filled atomic orbitals overlaps with each other to form the covalent bond. Second point, this theory is successful to give the satisfactory electronic description for a large number of the molecules. The valence bond theory cannot be explained the larger molecules as well as the electronic description, but this molecular orbital theory is explained these points. Third point, in some cases valence bond theory gives the incorrect electronic description. Therefore, another bonding description called the molecular orbital theory has been introduced. To overcome the limitations of the valence bond theory, we can introduce the molecular orbital theory. Fourth, it has been found that the molecular orbital theory gives the more accurate description of electronic structure of the molecule. Molecular orbitals gives accurately the electronic structure as well as the electron description of the molecules. Fifth point, the concept of the orbital is introduced by quantum mechanics. This concept orbitals introduced by the quantum mechanics and the quantum mechanical wave function or wave equation. Wave function is a psi. This wave gives their wave equation. This wave equation is called differential equation and its solution is called wave function. Sixth point, the square of the wave functions gives the measure of probability of the finding electrons within a certain region of space of an atom. In fifth point, there is a formation of the equation. Wave function gives there is a wave equation, this differential equation, and their solution is a wave function. The square of this wave function psi gives there is a measure of the probability of the finding electron within the certain region of space of an atom. 7 point, the molecular orbital theory consider the molecule as a whole. It does not concentrate the individual atom for the bonding. It gives the explanation about the whole molecule, but but it cannot give the explanation of the only atomic orbitals of the atom. The next point, ninth, sorry, 8th point. According to the molecular orbital, the property of the molecule is similar that of the atomic orbitals is to an atom. In atomic orbitals, their properties are same than its formation of the molecular orbitals. 9 point, there is a, like the atomic orbitals, molecular orbitals have energy levels and definite shapes. This is a main property of the atomic orbitals introduced in the molecular orbitals. And last one, they also contains maximum 2 electrons with opposite spin. Like atomic orbitals, there are electrons are present in the opposite spin. They can cancel their spins and forms there is a neutral as a electron density. This explains by using the molecular orbital theory. This molecular orbital theory is very complex. It explains all the molecules, their electron descriptions, as well as the limitations of valence bond theory. Therefore, this theory is explained very accurately, and this is a very important theory for chemistry. I hope so you can prepare this theory accurately, all these points for your examinations as well as in your practical life for chemistry. Thank you.